My little nip, Salina EsTitties here, and we are back with another episode of Miss Tit or Quit, the road to the golden bulls.
Did a tit or quit the road to the golden boots?
That dog, there's a new neighbor with a dog, and that dog has been barking nonstop, and the fact that I'm screaming here in drag is gonna keep on barking, I know it. But guess what? I've lived here for 13 years, so that dog can off. Go to heaven, bitch. Yes, welcome back to another episode of Tit or Quit, where we determine who will be winning the golden boot of season 17. So let's get into it. But first, as always, some housekeeping. Housekeeping, where I keep you up to date with what's going on with the titties, bitch. So, last week I told y'all how I have been going boy crazy over trade and fuck boys. Since the last episode, I really was just taking the time to work on myself, focus on EsTitties, and make it all about me. And I will say, something happened. Okay, between us, Chismosa girls, let's just talk real quick. I went to a comedy show for Bob the Drag Queen and Zach Noe Towers on Tuesday last week, and a man flirted with me. Bitch, I got flirted with in person, live and in person, and it felt so nice to have been flirted with and like charming and like tell me why we went back to his place, and it was so cute, it was fun, whatever. But then he started talking about like how he was like, you know, there's other boys and whatever, like it's fine. So we just had a fling for the evening. It wasn't a dating, it wasn't a date, it was a one night hookup, and he was actually a cool guy, so he's someone I actually am like friends with, you know, but it's not romantical, which, you know, when you're getting flirted with at the bar, bitch, you start to think, oh, this is nice and romantic, he's being so cordial. But that was not the case with this one, which is fine. It's a step up from boy. At least the put in some effort before the you know what I mean? And we didn't start off with the so that was really nice to have been flirted with and pursued. So we're making progress. But baby, we are navigating and we're figuring out. And basically that's all I got to keep up with y'all with housekeeping. Bitch, don't date me, you'll end up on the YouTube channel. So be careful, girl. Anyways, let's get into this episode. Season 17, we have our top 5 bitches. The runway this category was opulent outerwear, which did not really read opulent outerwear when watching the runway. I missed what the runway was. So as I was watching the girls go down, I was like, oh, it's just opulence. And like, no, opulent outerwear, hence these giant coats. I feel like they told them coats, rich coats. I don't know. It was like, but it was a little weird because I think like outerwear, I think streetwear, and only Lexi really was giving streetwear with the puffer aspect, I feel. So we'll get into the looks based off what y'all voted on my Instagram story, Tit or Quit. Let's start with the top tit of the week. We have, okay, for the most part, you guys voted really high this week. Again, I don't think anyone's getting the golden boot, but we're just gonna go through and talk about it. I'm also on Sibling Watchery this week. Go ahead and watch our in-depth analysis of this episode with Bob the Drag Queen over on Sibling Rivalry's YouTube channel or Patreon if you want the exclusive untucked tea as well. I get into some shit there too, bitch. You want to go see it. Anyways, we have top tit of the week, 92% with Jewel Sparkle. Now, I said this on the podcast with Bob, that this one had a lot of ideas in one, and someone pointed out, I think Nymphia pointed it out on Pit Stop, how like, it's nude from the waist down, like there's a nude dress or slip, but it just looks like she's naked and not wearing panties. So I was just a little like, what's going on over there? You know what I mean? The feathers, of course, give opulence, rich, but those ostrich plumes, bitch, fantastical, money, rich, right? And then she had all the dripping jewels on the front of the dress. The corset was really beautiful. The hair was opulent. It was all opulent. I think there was like something interesting about it all together. I was like, oh, I don't know if it needed all the pieces together, but I love jewels and I'm not mad at it. The bitch looks rich. Let's move on to the next tit of the week. We have Anya Nerve with a 78% tit and a 22% quit. The minute she walked out, I was like, oh, we can't touch it. If you say anything, you're racist, okay? Because this was delicious and gorgeous, and I mean, I don't think we could ask for anything more. Definitely, y'all voted 22%, so I was like, huh. Bob mentioned that the pants should have been to the floor. I didn't even clock that as I was watching it. Her heels were peeking through, but I don't know. I got that they were pants, you know what I mean? Maybe I wouldn't have gotten pants if it was, but to the floor, understood, sure. Who am I to speak anything? I didn't understand these giant discs on the side of the thing. I didn't know what that was, but also I don't know if it's like a culture thing, so I don't want to say anything either. You know what I mean? But we have to agree. The earrings, bitch, I want those earrings as bamboo hoop earrings, bitch. I want that big of a fucking earring for myself. Like, that is, it's camp, but it's also like high fashion camp realness. I don't know. It just looked fantastic with the head wrap too. I thought Anya looked beautiful. Let's move on to the next girl. We have Susie 2 with a 74% tit and a 26% quit. Bob thought that this was the best look of the night. One of the best. And I thought Susie looked amazing. I thought she looked fantastic. This coat, I have a coat like this. I made a coat like this for Christmas once with the white fur instead. So I was like, oh, I know that fabric, bitch. Susie looked amazing, obviously. Again, you guys, we're not getting golden boots for any of these looks, I don't think. So, like, I don't really have much to say or speak on. I did feel so bad for Susie this episode. Poor girl, like, knew she was gonna go home, and I could sense that. Because when you're there, girl, you can tell. Oh, it's my time. It is time to go, bitch. So I really felt for Miss Susie for this episode. And I thought she looked very opulent for Susie too. You know what I mean? Like, this is giving that 20s opulent Hollywood glamour realness. It was giving that 1000%. So she better work. Sam Star's up next with a 66% tit and a 34% quit. She looks, I mean, Sam Star is cookie cutter perfect drag. You know what I mean? Like, if drag was in the dictionary, Sam Star would be there next to Alyssa Edwards, next to Roxy Andrews. Like, I just really, really elevated perfect drag. Like, I wish I could look as elevated and rich as this bitch. You know what I mean? With that said, do we know who Sam is? You know, I really like this challenge this week too, the Vegas challenge. Like, this is the epitome of, are you a drag superstar? Because RuPaul's Drag Race is looking for America's Next Drag Superstar. Are you giving superstar? All the elements of this challenge we're leading to superstar. The interview portion. Can you interview? Do you know yourself well enough to pitch an interview and sell your shit? Can you get on that kiosk and sell the motherfucking show you're booked at? Can you host? Can you give that in the kiosk interview? Can you perform? Let me see the gift shop lip sync. Are you giving us life on the lip sync, baby? Is it worth watching, coming to your show? The photo shoot. Can you take a picture, bitch? Drag superstar elements all around. This episode really gave us all the elements to become a drag superstar or to prove that you are one. And I think, for the most part, Jules knocked it out of the park alongside Anya. Them two were top toots for me this week when it came to, are you a superstar? Can you deliver? Yes, ma'am, they mother-tucking did. You know what I mean? Lexi, we saw her kiosk. Oh, she struggles with, I think, like, hosting aspects. And, you know, a lot of girls don't have a lot of opportunities on microphones in the real world. So sometimes going to Drag Race is your first time hosting. It's your first time reading script or copy. That is a thing that you learn at Drag Race. And you're like, oh, this is something you would never know to do that unless you're doing hosting gigs, unless you have a microphone in your hand, or you're booking commercials where you do have to speak that way, you know? So the fact that a lot of these girls probably never had that experience and are able to deliver, superstar. We see that Lexi did struggle with that, but Lexi struggles with getting in her own way a lot. So there is that aspect too, which I'm like, damn, get out of that head, mama. You just, you know, I said this on Sibling Rivalry podcast as well with Bob this week, that like, I relate to Lexi where I am open-hearted. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I will tell you my emotions I'm going through and how those are affecting me. But sometimes, mama, like, we don't need to hear all those emotions. Yes, let's share the openness and be vulnerable, but don't let that get in the way of your competition. And I feel like Lexi lets it get in the way of her competition a lot of the times. So we're going to look to Lexi and be like, oh, she's going to cry about something and talk about her emotions, but we love her and she's going to deliver. Work. Sometimes it's like, bitch, come on, compete. You know what I mean? And like, I think Jules and Anya are giving us that. So back to Sam Star, we gotta give it to Sam. She always looks amazing and she is gorgeous. And maybe it's like a young thing, right? Like this season has a lot of young queens. And I think a lot of young queens, as we saw with Jules, like don't even have a 5-year plan. Like Drag Race was the goal. Good drag is the goal these days. You know, I'm hosting a competition. You guys should come check it out actually. I'll have a little housekeeping pitch right here I forgot about. I'm a resident judge at Project Drag at Beaches Tropicana every Monday night at 9 p.m. with host Tony Moore. We have 14 girls. It's like RuPaul's Drag Race Live. We have 14 queens competing for $5,000 every Monday at Beaches Tropicana in West Hollywood. So if you're around, come see us, honey. Come see me every Monday. I'll be there. And, you know, my intention is to help these girls build their drag careers. A lot of them, I'm sure want to be on Drag Race, but I made a big point. Tonight was the first night. This past Monday was the first night. And I said, you know, if you want to be on Drag Race, that's fantastic. Because there's a lot of girls who had beautiful, amazing custom outfits, beautiful drag. They look amazing. They look amazing. But there's a lack in the stage presence. There's a lack in knowing who they really are. It's as if they watched Drag Race and they said, I can look like that. ding, I look like that. We have so many resources today, so much access to drag knowledge and learning tools on YouTube, and then access to materials and resources like with quick delivery online. There's so much access today. When I first started drag, honey, I was pulling things off the carpet. I was going downtown to buy fabric. I was making it happen with scraps with no one telling me how to do it, having to figure it out myself. These days, people can watch Drag Race and be like, okay, that wig. I can go on Instagram and look up who made that wig. I can buy a wig for $300. Okay, I'll save my money. I'll buy that wig. Boom. You look great. You look fantastic. Sam Star, you look great. But then what? What are you selling other than looking pretty? And looking pretty does not guarantee a career in drag. You look pretty, but then you gotta be like Plastic Tiara, look pretty, and then know how to edit videos, know how to make your content, know how to push it, know how to be a social media influencer and do all that. There's so much more business that comes with drag if you really want drag to be your career. Or you're a girl who just wants to go out and perform at the clubs. There's that too. That is a career path that people do. But if you want to build a legacy and a drag career that making you money, bitch, where you're not having to be in the clubs every time, that takes a little more work and a little more pizzazz on your end with who you are, right? And I'm on my little pedestal because I just came from the competition where I was like, I kind of preached to the girls and let them have it a little bit, where Project Drag, the competition that I'm judging, is like the winning of that. You know, if y'all know Showgirls West Hollywood, Showgirls back in the day was like the show you wanted to be a part of. Raja, Delta Work, Raven, Morgan, these iconic queens who've been in the LA drag scene were the staples and the legends of drag at the time. And so me as a baby queen, I was like, those are the queens and I look up and respect them, honey. So I was taking my notes. You know, I was learning from Raven and Morgan every time they gave me critiques. I did Project Drag 10 years ago. That's how I started my little career, and I won my season. So hence I'm a judge this time around. And you know, it was just such a different time. So I see the girls today, you know, like we see it, you know, Sam Star with Jules, you know, who just loves drag and wants to be on Drag Race, work. But there's a switch that happens. If you want a career here, if you want to keep going, there's so much more to it. And what are you bringing to the table to be able to get that more? So I'm curious to see what Sam does, you know, after the fact. Let's see I think that the girls will learn that after the season. I think I said this many times on my channel too, like with Lydia. I feel like she has a fantastic career ahead of her. Susie's going to be set because she has so much talent backing her as well. You know what I mean? So I always love to see how the girls navigate after the fact, because Drag Race is one thing. And the thing about you fans too is y'all be watching Drag Race for Drag Race, but then not supporting girls after the fact. If you're watching this, it means you support me and you're here because of me. So I thank you so much for supporting me. Some bitch came up into my comments and like on every video was hate commenting on my shit, being like, how are you still relevant? How you only got this many views? And why are you still making videos? Why are you still popping up on my feeds? Bitch, you on my videos commenting. So why you mad? But you see what I mean? Like it's y'all supporting me here that allows me to continue to keep creating, because I'm like, oh, y'all watching me, y'all got my back, y'all are here for me. So I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I feel like I express that to you guys a lot. You know, it's like, also shout out to Caleb, who I saw in Oakland. I was just in Oakland last week for the viewing party with Jax for her birthday, and there was a kid named Caleb who watches these videos and was like, I watch all your YouTube videos, and that means so much to me, you guys. Again, it is so easy to compare my numbers, right? To look at Mistress and be like, oh, that bitch got so many views, I only got my measly little 3, right? 3K. Whatever, like, I don't care. At least I got 3,000 of y'all that I'm connecting with every fucking week, and you're here supporting me. So I'm grateful for that, bitch. I am not, you know, I always say it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. Well, those numbers mean something to me, bitch. So I'm happy about my 3K. I'll take that to the bank, bitch. You know what I mean? So to the hater out there, bitch, thank you for the engagement. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna hate on you back. Like, it is what it is. Spit your shit. That's fine. But I'm over here making my shit happen after Drag Race, which you have to do if you want a career here. And which, hello, this is my career. And my career, mind you, is not just YouTube. I got so much stuff going on behind the scenes y'all don't even know about. This is just an aspect that I'm adding to, right? So, with that said, up next we have, our last queen, Lexi, with a 66% tit and a 34% quit. She tied with Sam Star. So I thought Lexi looked amazing. This coat, gorgeous. Like, I want this coat, bitch. Lexi also, like, she has a cool sense of style that's like low-key kind of street and like like cool. Like it's this interesting edginess that she has. Like she gives me like 80s baby, like 90s, 80s baby, and that's incorporated like with her hairstyle with this. At first I was like, oh, I don't like the hair with this look. But I was like, wait, you know what? No, I do like the hair. Lexi likes to wear these like rainbow eccentric, like neon vibes sometimes, and I'm like, work, that's very Lexi, to be super high fashion then have a tinge of like rainbow bright, you know, it's very, that's how I kind of like see her when I think about her. And she always gives with the fashions. This coat was fantastic. It was made by Utica, which I'm like, work, bitch. I love Miss Utica, shout out to her. I thought Lexi looked good. Again, she's the only one who gave me like outerwear vibes. Like the other ones were coats, sure, but like opulent outerwear. I don't know, like Samstar, you're wearing that outside? Like, it was just a weird category. And I feel like they got a different prompt than outdoor opulence. I feel like they got glamorous coat, opulent look with big coat. I don't know. Like, I don't know, is outerwear just coat? I would have been so fucked on this challenge because I would have done something outerwear, bitch. I would have been like a mountain person or something. You know what I mean? It would have been so bad for me with this runway category if I was told all this other stuff at first. So I don't know. I would definitely have flopped. So who am I to say anything? These girls are not getting the golden boot. But listen, go over to my Instagram story and follow me at EsTitties. That's EsTitties. I'm shadow banned because my name has titties in it, so you have to type it out in order to find me. Go give me a follow and follow along on my story so that you can vote tit or quit on the next couple looks. I think, is this the last episode? No. Is this the last episode? Oh, this is the last episode for Golden Boot. Wow, so next week we have the Lollapalooza. So I'm gonna do the Lollapalooza along with all the other lip syncs. We'll go through all the lip syncs of the season. Y'all voted who should have won each lip sync. And we're gonna determine who's gonna win the Golden Chancla next episode. So go to my story so you can play Tit or Quit for the lip syncs for next week. We're gonna tit or quit all of them and see who's the best lip syncer of season 17 so far. Honestly, I think Lydia maybe is our best lip syncer, but we haven't really seen Lexi lip sync. Anya, I think she gives a fine lip sync. I'm not blown out of the water by her performances. Samstar, I'm not gagged by. Jewel Sparkle is also contender for the Golden Chancla. Latinas holding it down, okay? So yeah, we're gonna have to see who's your top choice for winner and who do you think is gonna win the Golden Chancla? Let me know in the comments. We're gonna get to that for next week's episode. And then the week after that, we'll determine who might win the Golden Boot of season 17. I'll go through all these episodes that we have voted on and determine who are the top bottom looks of the season, and we will decide who should be winning the Golden Boot. I'll go over on my story and we'll vote who should win the Golden Boot. I think it's gonna be Joella with the mattress look, bitch. That was just too iconic, but we'll get into it together because you guys are the ones voting. So thank you guys for joining me here. Also, I wanted to mention, you can go to my shop at www.estitties.com/shop and buy what's holding up this hair is my homegirl hair clip. Look at this giant claw. It's like one of the biggest claw hair clips you have ever seen. I wanted to make a merch piece that's super functional. You can tie your shirt with it, bitch. You can put your hair up. Let me show you. It also says Homegirl. Homegirl is the name of my first EP. It's tatted on my knuckles, Homegirl. Because I'm your homegirl. You're my homegirl. I'm your girl. We your girls. Don't you know that we love you? So you can put your hair up, bitch. That's how I had my hair up for this episode. Boom, bitch. Because, you know, the hair be hot on your neck. So put that hair up, honey. Go ahead and buy yourself a little homegirl hair clip. It's not even expensive, but it's so huge and so functional. It's so cute. I love my hair clip. It even has little rhinestones in it, too. Hella drag, hella cute, hella black, so you can just put it, you know, with anything you want. When you're going to the gym, when you're going to school, when you're going to the nursing office, bitch, whatever you do with your life, when you're sucking off trade and need to put your hair up. Go ahead and buy yourself a hair clip on my shop. Thank you guys for joining me here. It was a quick, short episode. I did go on kind of a rampage, didn't I? I hope it wasn't too shady or anything, but, you know, I just be speaking passionately from the heart. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you for the Lollapalooza.
Tit or quit.